Alright, for today's video, I'm going to start out by cutting these nodules here. And these are kind of, I don't know, it's a little bit harder to see in this lighting, but they're very limonite stained. I believe this would be a moss agate nodule. It's a pretty good sized nodule, so I'm going to go ahead and cut it. We'll take a look at what it looks like inside. So, yeah, should be interesting. It's got a little bit of quartz showing up here at the top. It's got some reddish spots, kind of brownish red spots down here at the bottom, red spot there. So that should be an interesting one to cut. This one I think may just be a quartz nodule, but we'll see. It's very limonite stained as well. And up next we'll have this one here. This one's very red. This one may just be more of a chert nodule. I'm not really sure. I thought I'd cut it, just see what's inside. This guy here's a little bit of a geode pocket there at the end showing. And again, it's kind of the same sort of thing. This one here, this one actually has a little bit of banding showing. It's just very small. I don't know if you guys can see it right there. There's some banding. It's very faint. But, excuse me. But I'm hoping that when I cut it open, there'll be a little bit more banding inside. So we'll go ahead and take a look at that. We'll cut these cut open and we'll take a look at that. Alright, so I went ahead and cut those. Now let's take a peek and see what we got. Alright, so this guy here, it does have some banding in it. However, the banding's pretty small. It's got a couple little tiny geode pockets in there. But nothing too spectacular right there. It's interesting though. Alright, this one is very transparent. I could see, you know, the sparks. I could see inside of it while I was cutting it pretty well. So this one's got some decent banding on it. Look at that. Up near the top. Decent. And a little bit of banding there. Guess I see a couple bands. It's more of a mossy agate. But it's interesting. Yeah. That's an interesting one. This one here, and yeah, that one is a quartz nodule. Little tiny geode pocket in the center. But not a whole lot. Now, some people don't really like these really quartzy nodules. I kind of like them. I think the crystal pattern in them makes them kind of pretty looking, especially once you polish them up. And right now you can kind of see all the saw marks in it, but once I polish it, those would be out of there. This one I may polish up. It's because I like how the quartz crystals show up when you polish them. Alright, now the red one here. Oops. Yeah, kind of mossy. I don't know that I'd call that chert. It's more like a moss agate, I guess. So, yeah. Interesting. Let's put the other half there. Alright, now the biggest one. This one I had high hopes for. So that is, wow. That's actually really pretty. Really like how that turned out. I gotta figure out my lighting here. It's definitely a lot. That brown color is a lot more vibrant. It's more of an orange brown that I'm actually seeing. So I'll have to try to maybe polish some of these up, get some good pictures, put them up at the end of the video. And here's the other half. I may end up slabbing this one just to see what the rest of it looks like. I think that's really pretty. So, what do you guys think? It's interesting. It looks like it has all these cracks in it. Those are actually not cracks. They're translucent. I think agate chalcedony or chalcedony. I'm sorry, I can't say that. But yeah, they're kind of more of a translucent material in those cracks. They're not actually cracks, but it's pretty. All right, up next, I'm going to be cutting some. I gotta pull them out of my batch. I'm going to be cutting some more Crowley's Ridge agates. So I'll get back to you in a minute. Alright, so I got a handful of Crowley's Ridge agates here I'm going to be cutting open. So I'll go ahead and get these wet so you can see them. Kind of get an idea what we've got for banding on these, how I'm going to cut them. This one's an interesting one because there's not a lot of really pronounced banding on it. However, if you look closely, I mean, you can see some spots, like right there, where there's some banding, a little bit of banding in there. So I'm just going to cut this one open, just see what's on the inside. Again, it might be kind of a gunky one. This one has a lot of banding. I've kind of been debating actually cutting this one or just putting it in the tumbler. I think I'm going to make a big cut right down the center of it and just see how it turns out. Alright, this guy here, just going to cut right down the center again. I don't know if you guys can see that banding in there. It runs across. A little bit of quartz on the end. A real pretty banding right up in the top there. It's kind of got a bit of a botryoidal on the bottom. All these are pretty worn on the outside, so they're kind of ugly looking until you get them wet. Then you can kind of see the details a little better. This one is one of my favorites. But I'm just going to try to cut parallel to this face, make a real thin cut, try to clean up this face a little bit better, and polish it. This one here, oh boy, I hate to cut this one, but I think it'll look real nice if I do, so I'm just going to give it a try. So I'm going to go ahead and cut these, and I'll get back to you in a minute. Alright, so I went ahead and cut those. And unfortunately, they kept wanting to split out on me a little bit. I'll start with the one I just cut the face off of. And that turned out really beautiful. This one will look real nice, polished up. And again, it's really quartzy, but it has a lot of that limonite in it. I love that quartzy banding it has in the center. Alright, now this gunky looking one. Let's see what we got. Huh. It's interesting. A couple... sorry about that. A couple of geode pockets there. With banding around the outside of them. Honestly, that's really not that bad. I actually kind of like that one. That quartzy little pocket there. A couple of quartzy pockets with druzy quartz in the middle over here and here. Real nice banding around those pockets. That's not bad. It's kind of pretty. This one's got 3 quartz, four pockets on this side. Sorry about that. I love that. I love that banding around the outside of the pockets. It's such fine banding. These Crowley's Ridge Agates have such fine banding on them. They're just really cool to look at. Alright, now this goofy looking one here. Alright, this one I kind of had high hopes for, but it seemed like it was kind of really fast cut, so I don't know. Oh, wow. Wow. Oh, that's really pretty. That banding running through there. And the rest of it's kind of gunky, but that banding is really pretty. That white banding. White and yellow banding. See, here's the outside of it. Has all that botryoidal gunk all around it. And there's the cut side. Real pretty. I don't know, the other half looks pretty bad. Yeah, this ended up a little rough, but it's... Wow. It's beautiful. It's just beautiful. All those little... bands in there. Real pretty. It's not bad. Alright, now this guy. This is the one that I was really hesitant to cut. And I sure hope I didn't. Don't regret it. Let's see what we got. Oh. That's interesting. Mostly quartz, though. I was kind of hoping there'd be a little more banding in this one. It's not bad. I really like how it has that dark line down across the bottom there. It's kind of neat. Not too bad. Not as good as I'd hoped, but not terrible. This side's kind of pretty. I like this side a little bit better. But it's still got some banding in there. like I said, not as much as I'd hoped. Alright, our final one here. The long, thin one. Oh, wow. Wow, that is gorgeous. See that on the side end right there? Got a little geode pocket. Blow that out a little bit. Quartz crystals in there. That is just beautiful. I love that contrast between that dark chalcedony and the banding in there, that yellow banding. That's real pretty. Alright. Check the other side here. Yeah, I cut right into that geode pocket there. It actually turned out okay. I'm kind of glad that I did. It's real pretty. It's almost kind of like a mossy agate right in here. A moss agate. Alright, so I'll definitely polish some of these up. And I don't know about the limonite stain nodules. I may polish some of these up, especially this big one. I'll probably polish that one up because I think it's pretty. And maybe the quartzy one, but some of these other ones, I don't know. Maybe this one too. We'll see. But I'll put up some pictures at the end. You guys can see what they look like polished up. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll see you guys on the next one.